Okay, so our first question says, select all expressions that could be equivalent to x squared plus b minus 36, where b is negative. So we don't know what b is. We do know that a is what's in front of x squared. There's nothing in front of x squared, so if I don't see how many there are, that means there's only one. If they don't tell me how many there are, that means there's only one. So a equals 1. B, we don't really know yet. And C is the constant at the end, so C is negative 36. Okay, so I'm looking at things that are equivalent. These are all factors, so that means I'm going to be factoring this, right? Okay, so if they're all factors, I know that that means that when I distribute this, I'll get this problem here. So the constant had to come from distributing the number times the number, right? And so negative 4 times 9 is negative 36. So far this looks good. The question says select all, so that means there can be more than one answer, so I'm gonna see how many of these actually work. So far, negative 4 times positive 9 is negative 36, so this looks good so far. Now let's check my inside. The way I get my middle, inners and outers, when multiplied, have to add up to whatever my middle is, right? The x squared just came from x times x. So the inners, negative 4x, the outers, 9 times x, positive 9x. They're supposed to add up to whatever b is. So positive 9 and negative 4x, when I combine those like terms, I get positive 5x. If I want b to be negative, this one is positive, this is not going to work. So I'm going to cross this one out. I go to the next one. First, let's check to make sure that the outside works. X times x is x squared. 4 times negative 9 does give me negative 36. So far these work. Now let's check how I get my b. Inners and outers. Those add up to negative 5x. I want b to be negative, so this one works. There's a solution. Now, it's not a regular multiple choice. They said select all, which means it's possible that there could be others in here. So let's keep going. X times x is x squared. Negative 2 times negative 18 is not negative 36. Negative 2 times negative 18 is positive 36. So this is gone. Next one, x times x squared. 3 times negative 12 is negative 36. So far, so good. Inners, 3x. Outers, negative 12x. That's going to give me a negative 9x, which is negative, so we like this one too. Let's try the last one. X times x squared. Negative 3 times 12 is negative 36. Inners gives me negative 3x. Outers gives me 12x. That gives me a positive 9x. That's not negative. That won't work. And so my answers are B and D.